Close your eyes and imagine waking up tomorrow in a world completely stripped of art and storytelling. We assume such a place would be survivable, if a bit gray. A life without museums or movies sounds like a loss of luxury, not a threat to our biology. This assumption relies on a misunderstanding of what art is. Creativity isn't an ornament we hang on a finished civilization. It is the fundamental human operating system used to filter a chaotic, overwhelming universe. We do not find art after we secure our survival. We use the act of creation to make survival possible. The Argentine author Jorge Luis Borges illustrated the danger of a world without this filtering system through his concept of the Library of Babel. This universe consists of an infinite expanse of hexagonal rooms, containing every possible ordering of 25 characters. Every truth ever written exists here by pure chance. But surrounded by oceans of random gibberish, the information is functionally useless. Without a human narrative to sort the signal from the static, the inhabitants are left in a state of terminal confusion. Borges used the library to show that raw data, on its own, is just noise. Storytelling is the specific technology humans use to carve meaning out of that chaos. This same battle against noise begins at the individual level. A child is born into a library of internal data, sudden bursts of anger, fear, and joy that they have no hardware to process. Children's books like I Love You When You Feel Mad or What's Up, Little Pup serve as the first cognitive tools for this work. They function as a bridge between a confusing internal impulse and a structured resolution. These fictional scenarios create a safe, controlled sandbox. A toddler can watch a character navigate an emotion they cannot yet control in the real world, practicing the response before the stakes are real. Stories provide the foundational scaffolding for emotional resilience. Scale that up to the community, and the noise takes a different form: social friction. Large groups need a way to agree on cooperation without relying on constant physical conflict to settle every dispute. The folktale of Anjaya the blind beggar and the greedy merchant Komaya acts as an inherited moral algorithm. It provides a shared template for justice that an entire village can reference. This network diagram shows how a shared narrative synchronizes the group. The story creates a zero-casualty simulation where greed is punished, aligning the community's values through a single, unified signal. Shared fictions provide the invisible glue that makes mass social cooperation possible. At the species level, the chaos comes from threats that are too vast for a single brain to process as raw data. A crisis like climate change is a library of noise that we struggle to decipher. We use creative world-building to simulate these futures. Recently, a student named Merve McCormick used a sci-fi zine, Society of Last Dreamers, to map out one such possibility. The zine imagines a world where the air is unbreathable and the survivors of humanity are huddled in an underwater domed city. This act of world-building is a cognitive prototype. It forces the brain to experience the catastrophic consequences of today's decisions, turning an abstract statistic into a tangible survival prompt. Storytelling is our only mechanism for prototyping a future worth fighting for before the window of action closes. The toddler, the village, and the zine creator are all performing the same work. They are navigating the Library of Babel, searching for a path through the static. This diagram reveals a mathematical truth. The library already contains every finished book. Focusing on that product strips away the human element. The value is located here, in the dynamic pathway. The effort to search and construct meaning is the technology of survival. When we treat art as a luxury, we ignore the cognitive labor involved in making it. The value is found in the messy process of creation, not the object left behind. There is a practical way to support this. When engaging with a child, prioritize their process. Stop asking what they made. Use prompts like, "Tell me more about how you started." By protecting the inconvenient process of creation, we are investing in adults who have the empathy and resilience to invent a better world.